Have you ever questioned whether your vote is actually counted when you cast it? How can you be certain that someone you meet online is who they claim to be? What makes you so certain of the origin of the coffee you purchase bearing the fair trade label? Really certain about any of those questions? Where records could be kept, information could be independently reviewed by anyone, and security was ensured. Because everyone utilizing the system would be looking, no one could manipulate records to manipulate the system. These kinds of systems are coming, and the software that supports them is known as a blockchain.
I think blockchain is going to be a very critical technology for the future development of the world. It's not only about financing. Blockchain technology is not about Bitcoins. Bitcoin is just a small function of the blockchain technology. I'm a strong believer of the blockchain technology.
On your computer, you, a node, have a file of transactions, a ledger. The identical file is spread to two government accountants, who we'll refer to as miners. Your computer notifies each accountant through email as soon as you complete a transaction. Each accountant traces to be the first to determine your financial capacity and be paid their salary Bitcoins. The person who checks and validates the transaction initially clicks reply all, applying their reasoning for transaction verification, proof of work. Everyone updates their file if the other accountant agrees. Blockchain technology makes this idea possible. Blockchains are not only decentralized, but also distributed, because they store data across a network of computers. As a result, the system is not owned by a single entity or individual, and is open for use by anyone. This is significant, because it makes it more difficult for one person to damage or destroy the network. The system administrators use their computer to store blocks, or collections of records submitted by others, in a sequential order. To prevent record falsification or modification by third parties, the blockchain employs a branch of mathematics known as cryptography. You've definitely heard of Bitcoin, a type of virtual currency that you can send to anyone, even a complete stranger. Bitcoin is the first killer app for the blockchain. Due to the absence of a bank or other financial intermediaries, Bitcoin differs from credit cards, PayPal, and other methods of sending money. Instead, individuals from all over the world contribute to the movement of digital currency by authenticating others. The computer of the system administrators is used to sequentially store blocks, or groups of records submitted by others. The blockchain uses a branch of mathematics known as cryptography to prevent record falsification or change by outside parties. In the future, blockchains, which handle and verify online data, have the potential to make self-driving cars safer, help us safeguard our online identities, and even track the billions of gadgets connected to the Internet of Things. These developments will alter our way of life.
Exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place, and of course for large transactions currency can get pretty inconvenient. The customers we're talking about aren't trying to be anonymous. They're willing to be known. So the Bitcoin technology is key, and you could add to it or you could build a similar technology where there's enough attribution that people feel comfortable. This has nothing to do with terrorism or any type of money laundering.